What's going on, guys and gals? Sanitary 103, thanks for watching yet another video. So in today's installment, I wanted to talk about some of the negative repercussions and dangers that can occur if you're too obsessed with the actual raw number in terms of health and fitness. Whether you're a female trying to lose weight and you want to reach a certain weight, 110 pounds, or if you're a guy and you're trying to pack on more muscle and you want to be at a certain body fat at a certain weight. Whatever your goal is, and there's nothing wrong with having goals, but if you become too obsessed and fixated on the actual number and not the journey and worry about your overall health and how you actually look and feel, then it's going to be a problem. Now, real quick, as an example for me, when I first started this channel, I was only like 120 pounds literally. Now, I was in pretty good shape. I've always been in pretty good shape for the most part. I was very active growing up, but I was really skinny. I could run a sub 6 mile, do over 20 pull-ups, probably do over 50 push-ups in a row, yada, yada, yada. But I wanted to pack on a little bit more muscle. So what I did was I went on my first official bulk. And for people that don't know what bulk is, you're basically purposely trying to create a caloric surplus to try to pack on more muscle. Now, you're going to put on a little bit of fat in the process, but you also hope to pack on more muscle and increase your strength at the gym. So to make a long story short, got up to about 130. I was looking good, feeling good, not putting on too much fat. Got up to 135, got to about 140. And in my mind, I was fixated for some weird reason. I wanted to be at 150 pounds by the end of my bulk for whatever reason. 150 sounded like a good, round, solid number. And I got to about 142 to 143. And from there, my body stalled. My lifts no longer went up, and I just basically couldn't pack on any more weight. And any weight that I put on, when I got to about 143, 144, what happened eventually is that it just all went to my stomach, and it didn't go anymore to my arms anymore. My measurements just kind of stalled. But I was fixated, so I kept eating, and it just completely backfired. This just goes to show you that if you're only fixated on an actual number and you're not really gauging your progress and, let's say, looking in the mirror and worrying about your overall health, because I was kind of like eating too much and too much bad foods. I started getting more heartburn and stuff. If you're too fixated on that, it's going to be a problem. Likewise, for my female audience out there, I have definitely more female subscribers as we speak. Let's say in high school, by your senior year, you were 110 pounds. And you're 30 years old now, you've had kids, you have a job, and you're not very active, and you want to get down to 110 pounds because you looked good at your senior year prom. So in your mind, you're fixated on 110 pounds. And let's say you're about like 135. So you get down to 130, you start trimming down. And you do whatever it takes, and you start neglecting your own body. You start feeling more tired. You're not getting enough sleep. The energy in your workouts are not going good, but you're just so fixated on 110 pounds that you're going to do whatever it takes. And this is a big problem. Now, one thing I want to mention is that I'm not saying you don't want to have some concrete goals, but you should be focusing more on your body fat percentage, your health, most importantly. How do you feel? How's your overall well-being? Do you have more energy when you wake up, when you go to work, when you go work out? Are you improving your cardiovascular and your weight training in general? Are your numbers getting better? Or are your numbers remaining stagnant and you're feeling sluggish, but you're losing weight? Now, just because you're skinny, that doesn't mean that you're going to be healthy, okay? So that's a big misconception. There's plenty of people that, I mean, even me, it runs in my family. We have higher blood pressure, and I got to monitor mine, and my body fat is pretty low. So what I recommend is not to weigh yourself too often. You're going to obsess over it, okay? Because for one, especially if you're a female, you might be packing on a little bit of muscle, and you may be discouraged and look at the scale and be like, oh, I didn't lose any weight. You need to not worry about that too much, about that number, because you want to worry about what you look like. Take some progress pics, okay, once every few weeks. Wake up in the morning, take a piss, and then look in the mirror, not exposing, but showing your body. All right, just keep it between you and yourself and your phone. And then you want to gauge your progress. And the other thing you want to do is you want to take measurements. Measurements is very critical. If your jeans that used to be really tight are getting a little bit looser, that's really, really good progress, okay? I'm not saying you don't have to weigh yourself. You can maybe do it once a month, but don't obsess over it. And I've heard of people weighing themselves at different times of the day and obsessing that, oh my God, I put on 2 pounds. Well, that's for another discussion, but you don't want to weigh yourself at different times of the day because water weight, you're going to be fluctuating, okay? So in conclusion, don't get too fixated on the number. Worry about your overall health first. 2, enjoy the journey that is occurring both internally and externally in the mind, making you feel much better about yourself, your self-confidence and everything. Take some progress pics, take some measurements, and you're going to be good. Thanks for watching this video, guys and gals. I really appreciate all the support. More health and fitness videos coming in a few days, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. When you have a regimen, you have a game plan, it's easier to track your progress. If you're doing one thing one day and another type of exercise completely different another day, how are you going to gauge if you're improving?